So, greetings. I hope everyone's well. So, if you haven't been here before, welcome. And if you've been here before, good to see you again. So, I'm here, I'm out, and it's a kind of like a goodish day. Miserable anyway. Sun keeps coming in and out. But today, it's going to be a two-parter. And I'm going to do two things today. I'm going to a place in London called Victoria Park. It's self-explanatory really, it's a park. And then I'm gonna go and do a few pub crawls for my next video, which everyone's been asking me am I gonna do. So I'm gonna do a couple more pubs in London, so that's a bit later on. So stay with me. I've just got petrol, as you do, for the good old Tesco's, and I'm gonna be heading into London shortly. Just need to pick up something first, and then we'll be driving into London, and the first stop will be Victoria Park. Hold tight. Money slightly behind on schedule as always, but it's all good. It's an all shoot. At least if I get to there by the time I planned, everything will run smoothly like clockwork. So on the way to Central, got about an hour and a bit to get there. Got to get to Victoria Park, which is in, oh bloody, you can't see me, sorry about that, just a tunnel. Victoria Park, which is near Roman Road, really fashionable in the 60s and 70s and 80s for fashion, and somewhere where I used to work as well. Then it's based in Hackney near Bethnal Green, so this is where we're going to. So I'll bring you when I'm a bit closer. For the King's birthday, flying back to Heathrow. Bit of fighter jets. They're going off to Benton, I think, and that's going back to Heathrow. Not sure what fighters these are. Comments below. We're flying over, I think they're going to Benton. Flew off formation, so I didn't get them. I didn't see him coming. Red arrows. So there you go. That was the Royal Air Force, RAF, I believe. Yeah, RAF. For the King's birthday. Today's the King's birthday, King Charles III, and so they obviously flew over Buckingham Palace, and I'm kind of glad I didn't go that way, you know. But I'm going along Great West Road, and obviously it's on a flight path towards Heathrow, where they obviously flew from, and the fighters flew off towards, might be Benson, I can't remember, which is more towards Oxford. So no, Oxford's that way. Anyway, come on. They went off to another RAF, but they predominantly, you had ones going back to Heathrow, and I thought it was quite fitting. Today we're going to Queen Victoria Park, which is a royal public actual park. So yeah, I'm nowhere near there, by the way. I'm still in motion trying to get there. So I had to stop to film the actual the flight path. So let me press on before I'm behind it one more time. Me and Paddington's on our way. So guys, I want to show you how to create something for nothing. Yeah, by manifestation. Now, if you want something, or you're in need of something, or somebody or an energy, that shift can happen whenever and if ever you want. It's just a matter of you focusing on the change, right? And sitting in the world of bliss and being grateful for what you have at the moment. If you're not happy with what you have right now, why would God give you more of what you don't like? Yeah, so say for example, your car's crap, right? Either breaks down, or no, let's say it runs okay, but it's not the best car in the world. It's not nice looking. It's almost kind of not babe magnet, right? Or you feel embarrassed driving it, but you want to upgrade your car, but you don't have the finances. You don't want to get yourself into more debt. Why would God give you something better when you're ungrateful for what you have? Imagine a child, right? All you people who've got children, or people who know people who have children, or friends who have people, right? And you've got something, a child, you give the child a toy. Might give him a toy. And it's occupied him. And they go, oh, but I don't want this one, I wanted that one. And they go, and then the first thing a parent would say is, well, you should be grateful that you've got this one to occupy your time. And then it's the same thing. It's the same energy of being grateful in that moment. And when you are grateful, and you just want to show you this, hang on, a lot. A moment, God rewards you with more and a bit more. Yeah. So, for example, my last car I had, the electrics are always going. It was a bloody nightmare, right? But I wanted a prestigious car, you know. I wanted to look the bling, the bong, and the rest of it. Because the car before that had a BMW, and a BMW was 20 years old. But I kind of jazzed that up. So then God blessed me with a Mercedes, right? And the Mercedes was a money pit. I was constantly spending money on it. Then the electrics went, and I thought, you know what? This is a joke. I wasn't grateful. But then I managed to get it to a position, the car to a position where it was running really good. And I thought, you know what? I need to get rid of it now before it goes pear-shaped again. So in that moment, I was happy driving it, and I could have kept it, but knowing the history on it, it's a bit of a bloody nightmare. So I looked for another car. Then I found this car. The minute I saw this car, it was almost like, you know, that love affair. It was like shrouded in lights and happiness and all that lot, all light and fluffy. And thank God, 4 or 5 years later, I'm still driving it, and it's helping me do the things I want to do by camping. So, in essence, God gave me a better vehicle and a bit more. You understand? So now I can go and do car camping. Yeah, trial out my next step, which would be my van. You know, and I remember, and this has only dawned on me about a week and a bit ago. I remember when my mum was alive, I remember saying to her, Mum, I'm going to come back when I get my job with my big truck. My mum was like, what are you driving a truck for? And I goes, I don't know, I just see me driving a truck. I must have been about 6. Anyway, I used to love 10-ton semis, right? I didn't even think about being a long distance truck driver, but anyway. So, I realised that now one of my goals in not my goals, so my achievements is I want to do, that guy's going to get a ticket, is, oh look, Harry Potter again, look, hang on, machine. And St. Pancras Station. One of my goals in life is to have a camper van, or have a van that can do up, and then probably give up my flat and drive that around. So, but you know what? I'm not having it as my obsession. That's the best way to put it. It's not an obsession of mine I'm going to go to van life and I'm going to mix with the right people, make contacts, but I'm not going to make an obsession. I want this, I want this, I want this, because I'm really happy with what I can do with this car, and it's given me the experience that I need for van life, and will give me more experience for van life. So in that moment, or in this moment I should say, I'm achieving the goals and a bit more. Do you understand where I'm coming from now? So when I manifest the Mattmobile, this car, I didn't even have the idea. In fact, I used to go, I wasn't seen dead driving a van. Right? Now, my next port call is to get a van. And that is, and go figure. And I always say, God knows what you want. God knows you more than you know yourself. And people laugh at me when I say, yeah, God's going to help me out and I'm going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And whatever. Right, people mock it. And go, yeah, okay. Yeah, you know God don't exist. Yeah, God don't exist. Okay. Anyway, thanks to the grace of God, you know, I'm not saying my life is entirely brilliant, because there's no such thing as entirely brilliant, but I'm really happy in my life. I have gratitude for my life. I've got amazing friends, got amazing children, I've got amazing life. I can go where I want. I'm starting to go and start traveling again, so I'm in a state of bliss, and I have gratitude for what God has helped me to create. And the business is growing. I've got a good job. I'm studying, and sometimes it's easy to forget where you are than where you want to be. Do you understand where I'm coming from? It's nothing wrong with saying I want to be somewhere else and to achieve it, but if you're constantly going to go, I'm not happy where I am and I want more, then you're never going to get there. It's going to take 3 times as long. There's a saying, I can't remember what the saying was, but I heard it the other day. Doing nothing is the quickest way to get to where you're going to get to. In effect, is that it doesn't mean you don't do anything. It means, for the fact is that you stop stressing about it. And sorry, not anyway. So moving on.
So I found the strength to say it was harder than catching the moon. And when the words fell out, I saw the warmth filling the room. So I gathered the strength to lift it, and you picked it up and laid it down, and you picked me up and I am found. Oh, oh, oh. It's without a cause. Sometimes it's just because I think we found it. Oh yeah, we found it again. Oh, it never faded, 'cause you created. And then I found the spark in, whoa, the spark in you. Got easier to see it. The glow, it came pulsing this time. So when you really felt it, I saw the flame grow in your eyes. I finally let my guard down, open up the blinds, saw through. Open up my heart, you came through. Oh, oh, oh.
from this manor. It's called Hackney Road. Remember that. If not, it's Hackney Road. And and over there used to be a bingo, or Mecca, I think it was. And you know how things change. When I was a wee lad, knee high to a grasshopper, and yeah, we do. I can't believe how big my head is in this picture. We're almost there anyway, so you don't have to be part of me chatting rubbish. Flats, which people can't afford to buy, obviously. But can you imagine, I got my tooth taken out in there. It looked really, really grim. But anyway, well, I remember of it anyway. We're literally like a minute away. And here we are. Those pillars in front of me, all the trees are just all are. That's the beginning of Victoria Park. But we're not going to park this side, we're going to go around the other side.
It is the largest park in Tower Hamlets and one of London's most visited green spaces, with approximately 9 million visitors every year. The park spans 86.18 hectares, 213.0 acres of open space, and opened to the public in 1845.
So I'm going to do my little doodah, get my stuff together, pay for parking. I'm only going to put probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours maximum. Then once I'm done here, we can move on back to London, and hopefully I'll be beyond congestion charge, and be able to drive into London to the post to get the bus. Hey, always works out well, doesn't it? So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm here at Victoria Park, so let me turn you around. So loop the pond, or the pond, and the fountain, which goes around this way, and end up here. So there's two sections. There's this bit, and over there you can see the Chinese remembrance, which we're going to go and have a look at now. Right there. But over there, get the pigeon going for a spin. Over there, you can see where you can hire the boats. So back in the day when we used to come here, all this used to be open, so you could drive in onto this green bit, but the green one there was like a car park, and we used to park up here and we used to watch the river, and this is when brothers were here. So I must have been about 8, so we're talking 1980. So all this was a car park. You could drive in, drive through, and it used to be like a cruise area. Then they closed it off by that gate, and they put these gates up so you couldn't get in. If I remember correctly, but all this is parking. Can you see where all the green, where the grass meets, and then you got the patch just there? This is where the cars used to park up. And you used to go all the way down up to that bush over there, just past the bin. And then you used to go all the way down to, I think, where that big black bin is. And this all used to be a car park. So leave that for me. So anyway, I'll be all that reminiscing. Little selfish dog. And that definitely wasn't here when I was coming here. And there used to be trolleys, shopping trolleys, suitcases, everything used to end up in there back in the day. I think that opened that up. I got to speak to my brother because he knows more about it here. But you can see the ducks nesting. If anyone knows what duck that is, it's got a white beam. It's got a white beak. Anyone knows what these are? Some people call them flying rats. They're pigeons. So, you're talking me here. I can remember, I think they're mallard ducks, if I remember correctly. Oh, coots, that's the one. Look there, coots. We've got Canada geese, swans, we've got herons that visit, which we saw in Bushy. These are what you can see here. No dogs jumping in the river. West Lake it's called. It's called a lake. West Lake, no dogs, no fishing, no swimming, no deep water. It's deep water and no sudden drops. So it looks like there's a big drop. Hence why you got the canal bit. Got my tall trees. I remember coming on a date here with some girl. I was at school, and I don't bunk off school. I came here on a date. Not the date went here, obviously, because it's a bit sad, isn't it? We came here on a date after we went on a date, and we sat not here but on the other side, which I'm going to show you. And then 4 years later, I was sitting in the same. She don't know still. 4 years later, the boy's mum. We ended up sitting roughly in the same area. Anyway, let me show you this. The barges that are moored up. That's Regent's Canal. I'll show you that in a minute. But I want to show you this, look. As it disappears. Ta-da! Apparently this has always been here. I don't remember it. Or I didn't have any interest in it. Why would I? I'm too busy checking girl, innit? Back to my story about my date. So, can't remember her name. Stephanie. I know it began with an S. Obviously, there's that memorable, innit? So, we sat here and I just see my mates just watching. They followed us, you know. And I was now in the college yet. I was at school, and I was just watching us. Anyway, yeah, it was good. I ain't saying anything else. So anyway, then then 4 years later, I met the boy's mum, and we ended up hanging out here. We used to walk along the Regent's Canal from Hackney, and yeah, good memories here. With the kids, with my family, the boy's mum. So this is a bridge across troubled waters, I'm joking. It is. Forgive the footsteps. Feed the birds, feed the birds. Tuppence. Me and my friend were singing that today. Look, these coots are all feisty. Look at them. Look at the size of them. Put a shit feet on it. Feeling Michael Jackson, innit? Before I got food, but I want to come up to show you this. You all can go about your business. So, there's long safety characters there, look. Oh, there's a thingy, and this is a bloody fake heron. Is it real? It is real, you know. That's a real herring, you know. Look, he's just chilling out. You're on. It's just the boldest brass, man. They'll be quite vicious as well. So, I've been trying to get some inspiration what colour to do inside the van. I'm thinking, hey, we've got the van yet, but yeah, I think you got up there. But I don't know how you do. How would you? How would you?
That's why you keep me around.
Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why it's hanging about. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
Normally, don't come around.
Yeah, they yeah, because they're really quite shy. But I thought it's because I was arriving, they were hanging about, but clearly not.
Well, we're 50 days. We're 50 days sometimes, so that's why.
Ah,
It's a 4 of them around.
4.
Yeah, 4 of
Ah,
them.
that's rare. Guys, look at this. Beautiful. In the middle of Victoria Park. Victoria Park is in Hackney, just down the road from Hackney Road, just outside Shoreditch. Isn't that beautiful? And then you see people feeding the birds. And I'm going to show you how beautiful that is. And that guy there is called Cuba, but that's his nickname. I don't know if it's gone, probably has. Yes, have a look. It's still here or not? Oh, it's there, there it is. He was just feeding it. Even though that's a baby herring, I was talking to Cuba and he said that he was here the other day. He comes in with his mates to sit down, have a drink, look after the place. But you get people coming here with their dogs off the lead, and the dogs attacking the ducks and going after the baby ducks, trying to kill the ducks. And so he was saying that the adult duck, the mum, was attacking the dog, and then obviously the mum was getting the dog owner was getting a bit angry and was trying to go for the duck. So he came and started eating, because why are you letting your dog off the lead? Okay, isn't that beautiful?